Annyeong Buzz, welcome back to the channel that keeps you updated and emotionally invested in everything K-pop. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because we dive deep into the stories behind the music. And today's comeback is definitely one worth talking about. RIIZE is back, and not just with a single or a mini album. Nope, they're going all in with their first full-length album, titled Odyssey, and it already sounds like a game changer. So, RIIZE will officially drop Odyssey on May 19th at 6 p.m. KST. And let me tell you, the name alone sets the tone, Odyssey. That word instantly makes me think of a journey, growth, and transformation. And considering this is their first full album, it really does feel like a pivotal moment in their career. This album has 10 tracks and is described as being rooted in RIIZE's own genre called emotional pop. Now, emotional pop isn't a term we hear every day in K-pop, so naturally it caught my attention. I think what they're going for is that unique blend of vulnerability and energy, a sound that hits you in the heart while still making you want to move. Think airy vocals, meaningful lyrics, and that bittersweet feeling that stays with you long after the song ends. It's a bold identity, and if they can pull it off, this could really set RIIZE apart from other boy groups debuting around the same time. Now let's talk about the title track. It's called Fly Up. This is where things get super interesting. The song is described as having a dance rhythm that's inspired by 1950s rock and roll. Yes, you heard that right, rock and roll. When was the last time we saw a K-pop boy group tackle that genre with modern choreography and production? From what we know so far, Fly Up will have an energetic beat and feature a large-scale choir, which already tells me this track is going to sound massive. Big vocals, soaring harmonies, probably some dramatic flair. And the message behind it? It's about enjoying life, breaking barriers, and connecting with people freely, without prejudice or limitations. That's such a feel-good concept, and honestly, it's the kind of positivity that we need more of in the world and in music. Right now, and while we're at it, can we just talk about how meaningful that message is in the context of global K-pop fandom? Music as a universal language, dancing without boundaries. It's like they're speaking directly to us, no matter where we're watching from. Let me ask you this. Do you guys prefer comeback songs that hit hard with attitude? Or do you love songs that uplift and inspire like Fly Up promises to do? Let me know in the comments because I feel like this track is going to split opinions in the best way possible. Another cool aspect of this comeback is that RIIZE isn't just releasing music, they're releasing visual content for every track. Yes, we're getting track-by-track videos, and these were already previewed at their Odyssey premiere event, which apparently had fans buzzing like crazy. This is such a smart move. It turns the album into a visual experience, like a K-drama soundtrack unfolding one story at a time. And it's going to give each track its moment, instead of everything just being overshadowed by the title song. The official music video for Fly Up will be available on SM Town's YouTube channel, but the track videos are going up on the YouTube Live channel, which is super interesting. I feel like SM is really leaning into global fan engagement this time, giving us multiple platforms to experience this comeback in different ways. More exposure, more accessibility, definitely a win for international fans. But wait, this part got me emotional. One of the tracks, Passage, is composed by none other than Anton's father, Yoon Sang. For those who may not know, Yoon Sang is a legendary composer in the Korean music scene. His involvement in this album isn't just a cool collaboration, it's a symbolic passing of the torch. The track is just 39 seconds long, but it's said to serve as a turning point in the flow of the album. It's orchestral and uses tremolo techniques, which adds a classical, almost cinematic texture to the emotional journey of Odyssey. It's moments like these that make K-pop storytelling so special. The inclusion of a father-son collaboration on a full album debut? That's not something you see every day. It adds a layer of legacy, depth, and emotion. And I want to hear from you. Do personal touches like this make you connect more with the album? Or do you prefer when groups keep it strictly performance-based? Another highlight? We're getting 2 fan songs. First is The End of the Day, which is described as a lyrical ballad, probably a tearjerker. Then there's Inside My Love, which goes the retro pop ballad route. Honestly, this sounds like RIIZE is making sure there's something for every kind of fan. Whether you love deep emotional tracks, high-energy bangers, or slow ballads that make you want to hug your light stick and cry. And of course, the final track, Another Life, is meant to showcase their ambition and determination. I'm betting it's going to close the album with an inspirational punch. Lastly, RIIZE will be holding their Odyssey showcase at Seoul Travel Hall in Blue Square, Seoul, on the 19th at 5 p.m., just an hour before the album drops. And guess what? They'll be performing Fly Up and a B-side called Bag Bad Back for the first time. I love when groups debut unreleased tracks live. It's like a treat for fans and a way to test how the songs land before pushing them further. Now, here's what I find really exciting, and maybe a little nerve-wracking too. This comeback isn't just about a new album, it's about reintroducing RIIZE to the world with a clearer, more refined identity. With Odyssey, they're essentially telling us, this is who we are now. This is the sound we want to be known for. And that's a bold move for any group, especially in an industry as fast-paced and competitive as K-pop. You know what this reminds me of? That moment when an actor stops playing supporting roles and finally lands a lead. All eyes are on them. Now, expectations are higher, but if they nail it, they're unforgettable. That's exactly where RIIZE is right now. They've had solid releases before, but Odyssey could be the album that defines their entire career trajectory. And can we talk about how the timing of this release is also super smart? It's right before summer, perfect for promoting upbeat tracks like Fly Up, but with enough emotional depth in the other songs to appeal to fans who love introspective lyrics. It's giving versatility, it's giving range, and it's definitely giving RIIZE their moment to shine in a sea of comebacks. Also want to circle back to their creative direction. The fact that they're embracing emotional pop as their unique genre says a lot about their long-term vision. They're not trying to chase trends, they're trying to create one. And if that sounds a bit too ambitious, well, isn't that what K-pop is all about? Reinvention, risk, storytelling. So if RIIZE pulls this off, they're going to be remembered not just as a boy group, but as artists. And honestly, I love that they're not afraid to be a little unconventional. Whether it's the rock and roll, throwback vibe of Fly Up, the orchestral interlude with Anton's dad, or the visual rollout of track videos, it's all so thoughtfully crafted. And I think that's something we, as fans, really appreciate. You can feel when a group has poured their soul into an album. This isn't just content for the sake of content. It's meaningful, it's curated, it's personal. So here's a question for you. What are your expectations for this album? Do you think RIIZE can pull off this more emotional, narrative-driven approach? Or do you think they should stick to what's been working for them so far? I genuinely want to hear your thoughts because I think we're witnessing a pretty pivotal moment in their growth as artists. And speaking of growth, let's not forget the pressure these idols are under. This is their first full album. It's like their artistic thesis. But they're also dealing with the expectations of fans, the demands of the label, and the constant comparisons to other groups. So the fact that they're willing to take creative risks, that's commendable. Also, RIIZE is still a relatively young group in terms of discography. Dropping a full-length album at this stage is a power move. It shows that their company believes in their potential and is ready to invest in their artistry. But more importantly, it shows that they believe in their own message. They want to say something. And as fans, that gives us so much more to connect to. Before I wrap up, I want to highlight one last thing: the use of live performance in their comeback rollout. Performing both Fly Up and Bag Bad Back live at the showcase, that's confidence. That's saying, we're not just a studio group. We can perform this music, we can bring it to life. And honestly, nothing builds fan loyalty like a powerful live stage. So now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about RIIZE's new direction? Are you excited for Fly Up and the emotional journey of Odyssey? Which track are you most curious about? And let's talk visuals too. How do you feel about them releasing videos for every track? Genius move, or maybe a little overwhelming? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading and replying because I love hearing your takes. And hey, if you're new to RIIZE or just getting into them because of this comeback, let me know which song pulled you in. As always, thank you for spending time with me today. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more comeback reviews and K-pop storytelling, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow RIIZE fans. Let's give this comeback the attention and love it deserves. Until next time, this has been Anton Buzz, where we don't just follow the news, we feel it.